YouTube, what's up? Kingdom Barber here, back with another video, back with another product review. So today's product, we're going to review the stylecraftus heat stroke wireless brush. And before we get into this bad boy, you already know what to do, guys. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Also, give the video a thumbs up if you like the content, and follow me on my Instagram page at Kingmelifestyles. So without further ado, let's just roll that intro. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we are talking about the stylecraftus heat stroke wireless brush. Before we open up the box and take a look at the brush, let's just read off some of the details it says about this brush. So starting off with the box, is going to come in a black box. It's going to show you a picture of the heat stroke brush. We're going to turn it to the back of the box, and I'm going to read off some of the description here. I'm not going to read everything on here, but we'll just read off the highlighted parts of this brush. It says that it never runs out of juice, slim ergonomic design, modern matte finish, auto off safety features, the LED power and temperature indicator. Then the next line, it says safety lock features. And then on the bottom of the box, you're going to see the USB plug and also the velvet bag that it comes with. Let's look on the side of this box here. It's going to have some more things that it says about this wireless brush. It says that it's a 1-year warranty, power bank function, auto shut off safety feature, and a USB universal charger. And then again, it's going to show you a little picture of the heat stroke brush, the velvet carrying case, and the USB charger. So that's pretty much it as far as the box goes. Let's just take this over to my station and open this bad boy up and take a look at the brush and some of the items that the brush comes with. All right, so the first thing out of the box is gonna be the actual heat stroke brush. My first impression of this brush is that it definitely feels good in the hand. It feels like a wand. I definitely like the design of this. It looks really nice. It looks really sleek. They did a great job with this design. Definitely something I can see sitting on my station. On the front here in gold lettering, it says heat stroke. You're gonna see the little screen here, and that's gonna be the light indicator that's gonna let you know the temperatures of the brush. And then you're gonna have 2 buttons here, and then like written very small in black, you're gonna see SC. And on the back of here is where you slide off the case, and then you're gonna see the actual brush. Now this brush is going to be very hard. It's not flimsy at all. I mean, it's like this really hard rubber. And then on the bottom here, you're going to see where you're going to have the USB ports where you can plug up the heat stroke. So before we dive more into the brush, let's take a look at some of the other items that the heat stroke comes with. So the next thing out of the box is going to be the actual velvet carrying case that the heat stroke comes with. First thing out of this velvet bag is going to be the USB cord that it comes with. Seems pretty sturdy, not flimsy at all. Pretty good power cord. Let's see what else comes in that bag. Next up is going to be the actual plug where you can plug into your wall unit to charge up your heat stroke brush. Just your basic wall unit. It has SC written on it and also says heat stroke, which is pretty dope. Coming back to the velvet bag here, so when you want to carry your heat stroke brush, you can just throw that in there and you're good to go. So that's going to be all the item that comes along inside the box of the heat stroke brush. Now, as far as the features of this brush, it says that it has 3 heat settings, a 400 Fahrenheit, 350 Fahrenheit, and a 310 Fahrenheit. And it has a little power display right here. So when you turn on the power, which is going to be this power button on the bottom, let's just turn that on. So once you power this thing on, you're going to see the percentage of the battery, which is going to be located on the bottom. And then on the top, is gonna have the 3 different heat settings for your brush. And then once you turn this thing on, it'll warm up and it's good to go. It also has the heat safety features. Once you turn this thing on, after 20 minutes, it will just shut off on its own. So if you forget to turn it off, that's gonna be the safety features that this brush comes with. And to lock in place, once you power this thing on, the top button is where you lock in the heat temperature that you want. Me personally, I like leaving it on the highest heat setting, which is a 400 Fahrenheit. I think that's pretty good and it heats up pretty quick. So moving on to the pros and cons of this brush. I would say the con of this brush is that once I use it on after maybe 2 of my clients, the battery dies off. So it doesn't, for me, it doesn't last as long as I would like it to. I find myself, when I'm using this brush on my client, I have to immediately plug it in for my next client because then it'll die off. And I would say that's probably the only con I would say about this brush. Other than that, the pros of this brush is really good as far as ergonomics of it. It's very light. It's not heavy at all, but it does have a little weight to it, but it's not super light, if that makes any sense, guys. Easy to use. Right away, I just figured it out without even having to read some of the instructions. I think it's a great addition to add to your roster as far as when you're doing your beard trims with some of your clients and you want to straighten their beards out. I think this thing works very well. They did a great job with the design of this thing. And I'll tell you something else that I like using this brush for. When you have a client with waves, you can brush their hair with this brush as well, man, and just smooth out those waves. So this can be a really dope wave brush as well. So that's something for you guys to think about. So guys, are we gonna crown this brush or are we going to trash this heat brush by Stylecraft? And I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys, I'm definitely crowning this brush. It's worth you buying. If I had to rate it from a 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a solid, I give it an 8.5. And the reason why I give it an 8.5 is because it dies off so quickly. If the battery lasts a little longer, man, this thing will be an easy 10. So we are crowning this heat stroke brush today, guys. I'll leave the link in the description where you can purchase this heat brush. So that's gonna be a wrap on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Please drop a comment if you have any more questions about the heat stroke brush by Stylecraft. I'll try my best to answer those. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next video.